Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops, a great millstone, teaching and ruling well. We're going to go into Luke 8 and read on down from the 26th verse. Lord willing, this will be edifying again. So, Luke 8 and 26, and it reads, "And they arrived at the country of Gadarenes, which is over Galilee. And when he went forth to the land, there met him out of the city a certain man which had devils long time, and wear no clothes, neither abode in any house, but in the tombs." Okay, because again, these evil spirits, when they enter into a body, they tend to enjoy filth. They enjoy filth. Okay, that's why they say in the world, godliness is next to cleanliness. Okay, so these demons, they enjoy filth. Okay, anything that is unclean. All right, that's why even your body, you should keep it clean. The things around you, it gives you peace of mind. All right, it gives you a sound mind to have cleanliness around you. Okay, you see, to have at least a good vibration. Cleanliness brings forth a good vibration. Okay, and it says here, and when he went, so like at verse 28, when he saw Yahweh Shai, he cried out and fell down before him, and with a loud voice said, "What have I to do with thee, Yahweh Shai, thou Son of the Most High? I beseech thee, torment me not." Because again, Yahweh Shai, these demons, they know, as it says, you fear the Lord. Oh, that's good, because even the devils, they know the Lord and they fear the Lord. Okay, even the demons, they tremble. Okay, the evil spirits, okay, the spirits on the left hand side, they serve and fear Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai. Okay, so when they saw Yahweh, because they know that Yahweh Shai is the top spirit, okay, created under Yahweh. Okay, you see, after Yahweh, it's Yahweh Shai, and these demons, they know order. Okay, that's why they obey Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Shai cast them out of demons. Now cast them out of individuals. That's why they obeyed. Okay, when the Lord commanded evil spirits to come out of individuals, they obeyed because they knew his authority. He knew his rank in the heavens. As it says, "Thou Son of the Most High." They knew exactly who Yahweh Shai was. Okay, so even the demons are spiritual. They're spiritual on the left hand. Okay, so it says here, "For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man. For oftentimes he had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and fetters, and he brake the bands and was driven off of the devil into the wilderness." So he couldn't even be in society. Okay, the demons that were plaguing him turned him mad. Okay, that individual. Okay, the demons that were inhabiting his body, it drove him crazy. Okay, and Yahweh Shai asked, saying, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Legion," because many devils were entered into him. So there were a whole bunch. And if you, I don't have internet at the moment, but if you were to look up, the word legion comes from army, Roman army. Okay, Roman army. Okay, which would be about 500 soldiers, if I'm correct. Okay, 500 or 1,000 soldiers, if I'm correct. You can always go back and check the specific number, but it's a multitude of demons that were entered into that man, and there comes to no surprise that individual was driven mad. Okay, and it says, "And they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep." So, because these demons, they look for a place to abide, preferably into a human. Okay, into an individual. They prefer rather than beasts. So they were begging. Even the demons of the left hand, they were begging Yahweh Shai not to be cast into the deep in the spirit. Because again, even them, they're serving the Lord on the left hand, and they're sent to plague certain individuals, either for the glory of Yahweh Bashim outside to produce miracles or for the destruction of said individuals. Okay? And it says here, and there was there a herd of many swines feeding on the mountain. Okay? And again, those swines is a filthy animal. Okay, again, pushing forth the thing that these spirits, they love filth. You know, what's more filthy than the garbage disposal of the animal world, which is the pig, okay, the swine, okay? And they besought him that he would suffer them to enter into them, and he suffered them. So yeah, go into those pigs, go into those swines, that herd of swine. And then went the devils out of the man and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down the steep place into the lake and were choked. Okay, so they went into the herd of swine, and they ended up leading them to the destruction. Okay, because ultimately that is the role of a demon, to destroy its host. Okay, you see. And again, it feeds off your flesh, your desires, but it ultimately will lead you unto death. And ultimately, if Yahushua didn't take out those demons from that individual, he would have perished. He would have been destroyed eventually. Okay? That's the ultimate goal of these demons, to destroy their host. Okay? Then they went out to see what was done. So like when they that had, verse 34, when they that fed them saw what was done, they fled and went and told it in the city and in the country. Then they went out to see what was done, and came to Yahushua and found a man out of whom the devils were departed, sitting at the feet of Yahushua, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. So again, Yahushua brings forth life. Okay, he healed that individual. He was in his right mind. Aforetime, he couldn't even be in society, but now he's sitting at the feet of Yahushua, completely sane. Okay, all the demons, the legion that was in him, fled. Okay, so that individual was healed through Yahushua's mercy, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's mercy. Okay, they also which saw it told them by what means he that was possessed of the devils was healed. When the whole multitude of the country of the Gadarenes round about besought him to depart from them, for they were taken with great fear. Okay, and again, what people don't understand, they fear greatly. Okay, that power that Yahushua had, man, it was unprecedented. Okay, so they feared. And again, seeing that guy who was plagued with demons many days, and seeing him sane, and hearing that the herd of swine ended up killing them themselves. You know, he must say, Jake, some of them must have boosted the report, okay, and embellified their story, okay. Some of them might have said something wicked concerning Yahushua. Some might have said the truth. But pertaining to the report, said that they were greatly afraid, okay. So they asked Yahushua to leave, and it says he went up into the ship and returned back again. Now the man out of whom the devils were departed besought him that he might be with him. But Yahushua sent him away, saying, return to thine home. So that individual wanted to follow Yahushua. He wanted to seek Yahushua, but that was not his lot. Okay? Because again, I believe there's if not this chapter, the chapter before, it says pertaining to the one that who loves his master more. He that is forgiven most, or he that is forgiven less. Okay, and when you're healed, when you're plagued with many demons, and then you end up being healed, that's a great. How can I say? That's a lot of weight off your shoulders. Now you're back in your right mind. Imagine being plagued with demons, man. You're not even, you're walking around naked. You can't even be around your family. You're through. Okay, you're completely excommunicated because of the demons that are infested your body. Okay, your spirit. Okay, but now you're in your right mind. So again, this individual wanted to follow Yahushua. He didn't want to leave Yahushua, but Yahushua said, "What? Return to thine own home, to thy own house, and shew how great things the Most High had done unto thee." And he went his way and published throughout the whole city how great things Yahushua had done unto him. Okay, so he wasn't able to follow Yahushua, but he still did the work. It's not like he went back home and did nothing with this opportunity. He used his life as a walking testimony. He was a living, walking, breathing testimony of the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and how he was healed through the mercies of Hamashiach. Okay? You see? So again, in a way, he was following Yahushai by doing the work. Okay? He didn't have to be with Yahushai to be with Yahushai. Okay? And it came, and that's ultimately what we're doing also when we're doing these videos, doing the work, serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? That's exactly what we're doing. You know? And it says, and it came to pass that when Yahushua was returned to the people, and it came to pass that when Yahushua was returned, the people gladly received him, for they were all waiting for him. So at one point they were afraid of him. They cast him out. They asked him to leave. But after the report that individual that was plagued with demons published throughout the land, the fame of Yahushua went abroad. Okay, and when he returned, people were glad to see him. People wanted to see Yahushua. So you see the benefit of him doing the work. Okay, it was all to forward the ministry of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He did his part. Okay, just as in the body we have different organs, different members. Okay, and we all work for the functioning of the whole body. Okay, the brain, the heart, the liver, the fingers. Okay, the toes, the nose, the eyes, all these members, all these organs, they help to for the functioning, the proper functioning of the body. Okay, they all work together for the betterment of the body. Okay, and that's exactly what, and that individual played his part by pushing forth the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and using his life as an example of how the Lord healed him, and to show the might and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay. So that's to say that don't forsake your lot, don't forsake your testimony, don't forsake your ability to push forth the word as a servant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If you are a man of the Lord, okay, pray for the Spirit to be able to go out in the highways and byways if you haven't done already, to find a camp, okay, to grow in this truth, okay, because you have to play your part, man. You have to carry your cross. Okay, if you want to follow Yahushua, you have to pick up your cross and follow after him. And that's exactly what that individual did. Even if he wasn't allowed to follow Yahushua physically, he followed Yahushua in the spirit by doing the work. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Quick lesson, straight to the point. Until next time, shalom.